Hello, I'm Elvis, an economics and management student at the University of Oxford. Today, I would like to share with you the power of storytelling in the connections we make in our journey of life. We all have a story to tell. If you reminisce about your past, you'd notice that the people you interact with, the decisions you've made or have been made on your behalf, and the experiences you have had make you who you are today. I was born in a small town in Ghana, far from the city and away from most of the opportunities that are taken for granted in the developed world. Having lived and studied in Harlow, I realized that the aspirations of the youth are not met with an equal degree of assistance and encouragement from the community. This highlights the social and economic inequalities in Harlow and many areas in the UK, and also has the added effect of dampening the potential of the youth in our society. As a society, we use stories to show where we came from and where we are heading to. Through continuous storytelling, we are able to make the right connections in our society with the people and the opportunities around us. And this helps us to translate our goals and objectives into structured and concrete actions. Like many young people striving to find a meaning and direction in their lives, it took me some time to actually determine what I wanted to do with my life. I grew up in a country where a lot of infrastructural investments had been postponed, and even the existing infrastructures were not being maintained properly. This had a significant effect on economic activity. What I observed is a country that seemed to lack an understanding of the issues facing the population and the steps to take to develop viable solutions to those problems. The connection I made between my country and some of the problems largely determined the path I wanted my life to take. That is, to develop problem-solving skills for real-world problems while taking the interest of many stakeholders into account. Thanks to the help I received from my teachers, mentors, and my family, I find myself studying at one of the best universities in the world, learning from experts who listened to my story, discovered my passion, and are grooming me to develop the relevant skills. All these people are part of a unique group of individuals who have seen the benefits of studying in university. Higher education presents a unique mix of youth, freedom, opportunities, and resources that can propel our ideas and dreams into reality. Arguably, the best things about university education are the people you meet and the connections you make with them. So on the theme of this event, I believe that university provides a fertile platform for creating influential and life-changing connections. In Harlow, the participation rate of students in higher education is just above 21%, which is well below the national average. However, it is an improvement according to past statistics. I happen to be the first student from St. Mark's in Harlow to have gained admission onto Oxford's undergraduate program in the past decade. I'm hoping that in the next decade, I won't still be the only one. So whilst these statistics may sound quite unpleasant, I hope the youth will see it as an opportunity to actually take risk and do well for themselves. Thankfully, the University of Oxford, in particular, is working with a lot of organizations to provide access programs to help applicants from low participation areas to put in a competitive application. I encourage you all to take some time to look up the opportunities available. If I have done it, so can you. Our stories may be different, and my perspective on the world may not be the same as yours. However, what shouldn't be different is the passion we use to tell our stories. Whether you desire to further your studies or not, with a well-articulated story and a good work ethic, you should be able to achieve almost anything you set your mind to. To conclude, I'd like to encourage the youth in particular to believe in themselves and develop their unique stories. Try to connect the dots in your experiences and see how the network of connections can guide you towards what you want to achieve. So my challenge to you today is to start framing your own story. As Tyrion Lannister said in the first episode of Game of Thrones, never forget who you are. The rest of the world will not. Wear it like an armor, and it will never be used to hurt you. So believe in yourself, go out there and achieve. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
Good.
Yeah?
I feel really good.
Are you going to prepare in a bit more advanced next time, or do you feel
I will.
being close to the wire gives you the energy, the nerves to make it work?
I like the suspense.
You like the suspense of, am
yeah.
I going to finish my speech before I go on?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I like that. I think that's good as well. Excellent. Your story starts in Ghana.
Yes.
So what age were you when you left?
I was 16.
Right.
Yes, so quite recently, just over 4 years ago.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
We get you young. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Sorry.
Did you, as a boy growing up in Ghana, did you know your story would involve one of the top universities in the world?
No, I never dreamt of it. I mean, growing up in Ghana, in a very small town, where the university attendance rate was well below 1%, you'd never even imagine going to a university in Ghana, let alone one of the best in the world.
So what changed? What went from that'll never be me, I don't even think about it, to suddenly you're there? What changed?
I think growing up and changing a few schools, I got a lot of help from teachers who realized my potential, and also my family realizing how good we were in terms of academic potential. We moved to the UK, and I realized there's a whole new world of opportunities for me to explore. Yeah. So that was quite an incentive for me to take risk, to do better, and also to ask for help from my teachers and a few mentors around. Right. So I received quite a lot of help. My family was also quite helpful. So
your family helped, and also you asked for help, which sometimes we don't do. We actually asked for help, and you received the help, and we're back to the power that teachers have to change lives. And is your intention to go back to Ghana in order to make a difference to help Ghana? Is that the plan?
Eventually I would. I realized that there is a lack of an understanding to problems that the people are facing and how to approach those problems. The thinking skills is lacking, especially in the academic system. So students are not being taught how to think and how to approach problems, so it's just a generic education system. I want that to change, and I want the leaders to also be more aware of the problems rather than just the politics that's going on.
So if the job of Education Secretary for Ghana is up, you'll be up for that.
It's up for grabs.
It's up for grabs. You'll be going for that. Elvis, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well done.